What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing today? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day out there. Today, I've got a crap ton of comics. That's all I can tell you. I got a little bit behind here, so bear with me on this video. I've got some from Unknown Comics. I've got some from Scorpion Comics, which I'll leave those links down in the descriptions. I've also got 2 weeks worth of Midtown Comics to go over with you guys. Those will be from the 14th and the 21st, I believe. So let's just jump right into it. I'll start with the variants and stuff that I've gotten. It's got some from Unknown Comics and then Scorpion. So let's go ahead and check out what I got from Unknown Comics. I did pre-open these, but I guess I forgot a piece of tape here, so bear with me. So make it easier to get through. So these are from Unknown. I believe there's 3 in here, if I'm not mistaken. And I like keeping the Gemini mailers because those do come in handy. You do got to ship them out. Some huge things to ship out, those were really useful. So, alright. Unknown Comics. Okay. So, first up here, let's see. Oh, they taped. Bear with me. Sometimes you just don't know where they're going to put tape at. So I try to get in here as gently as possible. Do not have the right utensil for this, as my other blade has kind of walked away. So, but if you're careful, you can do pretty decent here. Alright, so first up we have Juggernaut Number One. This is the variant edition of this. This is the Myco Sorian exclusive variant, and I probably said that name all wrong, but very cool Juggernaut Number One variant with Hawk in the reflection of his helm. I thought that was really cool, so definitely one I wanted to get. Alrighty, up next we have Thor. This is number 1, Thor number 1. So I went back and got this. This was a Lucio Perillo exclusive variant. Thor number 1. I went back as I didn't get Thor number 1. I've missed a few issues, and I've seen that they had this variant number 1 still. So I went ahead and got it. So I wanted to definitely go back and get some Thor comics that I kind of missed out on right at the beginning. And then next up we have actually Thor number 7. This one is the Miguel Mercado exclusive variant, and that is just really cool looking. So a couple Thors here and a Juggernaut variant to go with that from Unknown Comics. And again, I'll leave the link down below if you guys are interested. Alright, so on to the Scorpion Comics. I will tell you something about Scorpion that I really do enjoy. First off, they box them, and I enjoy these boxes. They fit in, the comics fit in here perfectly, and they use Mylar bags when they send them to you. So very cool on them. I really high props for them so far. And we'll get in here and give me the bag, give it to me. Okay, so as I struggle, so got a couple here from very cool ones that I thought that I really wanted, and one is Ghost Rider. This is the Revenge of Cosmic Ghost Rider. Again, sorry for the glare, but these are in Mylar bags. This is number 1 variant edition cover. And I did get a COA on this because it is a limited run in 2000. It's number 678 of 2000. So very cool. Again, I just love how they do their stuff there. Scorpion. And then this is a variant edition of Venom Number 29. Again, this is a limited print run to 1500, and this one is number 860 of 1500. This is a trade variant, art by Gabriel Dell'Otto. Here. So very cool. I do enjoy. They're a little expensive side, but I'm telling you, they send it and it's in great shape. I can't say enough good things about Scorpion Comics. I really do enjoy ordering from there. Alright, next up, let's do the comics. Midtown Comics. I got a couple big boxes from there. The first one up, I do believe, is from the 1014. I believe so. It doesn't say that on here. Hopefully I'm correct on this. If not, I've done it backwards. But ordered way too much, as I tend to do, because you see a comic that you want to keep the run on, and you just keep going after it for some reason. Alright, so this is from, I believe, 1014, if I'm not mistaken. So first up we have Death Metal. This is kind of like the foil cover, number 4. I believe it is. I believe this is just a regular cover, if I'm not mistaken. But Death Metal number 4. I thought that was a really cool cover. Of course, foil art cover is always really cool looking. Alright, next up we have Batman Detective Comics. This is number 1028, From Beyond the Grave. Horseman rides. So very interesting. I'm not sure if I'll keep up with Detective Comics, but I am going to keep up with the Batman ones. Alright, next up we have Cable. This is Cable number 5. I don't normally get Cable, but again, I am trying to get all the X of Swords, and this was one of the X of Swords. I believe this is part 8 of 22. So I'm trying to keep up with the X of Swords going there. So just one I don't normally get, but it had that X of Swords tie-in, so I went ahead and get it. Alright, next up we have Captain America. This comes along with the variant covers that I was collecting. Again, not one I normally get, but this is number 24. This is a Fortnite variant cover. Next up we have Captain Marvel. This is number 22. I just thought that was a really cool cover to get. I believe this is just a regular cover, if I'm not mistaken. But very cool cover indeed. Definitely a big Captain Marvel fan. So next up we have Amazing Spider-Man. This is number 50. This co-starring Silk, so I went ahead and, with Silk getting really hot and everything, you know, she's starting to spike up in the Spider universe there, I decided to go ahead and get the variant cover with her on it. Yeah, this is the variant edition cover. Alright, next up we have Marvel Zombies Resurrection. Again, we have Spider-Man on the front. Looks like he's getting attacked by Hulk and Wolverine, both. So this is Marvel Zombies Resurrection number 3. Very interesting. Alright, so next up we have one that's in backwards, so let me flip that around for you guys. Sometimes they do that to because the barcodes happen to be on the back. So this is one that I didn't know that was, it had been a while since I seen this run, and I was collecting this run right at the beginning. I have all the first part of it. So I seen this and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get that. This is Redneck number 28. And again, this is a Donny Cates run, if you didn't know. But I've got the first 12 or 13 copies, you know, 1 through 13 of this, and I just hadn't seen it for a while. So Redneck number 28. Alrighty. Again, next up we have one that's in backwards. This happens to be a DC book. This is Rorschach. This is Rorschach number 1, issue 1. Went ahead and got this. I'm not sure if I'll be big into it or not, but it is from the DC Black Label. If you're into Watchmen, then you would definitely be into Rorschach. That's the only place I really know him a little bit from. But I mean, his character's freaking awesome though. Very cool. Definitely one that I decided I'd go ahead and get that one. Just check it out. Alrighty, it looks like we got quite a few in here backwards. Alright. No, this one's on right. Okay. This one is X-Men, X of Swords. This is part 7 of 22, New Mutants. Again, it's one that I don't normally get, but I wanted to, the New Mutants one I really don't follow, but X of Swords number 7 of 22, so I can't really say much on that till I get to read it. But again, it's that X of Swords whole era that I'm trying to collect. Alright, next up we have one for my son. This is Flash number 763. Game over, I win. I am not sure. My son hasn't kept me up to date on this one. He does read them quite frequently, so I'm going to have to get some updates from him for Flash for you guys. Alright, we got a thick one here. It's in backwards, DC. Okay, so this is a, I believe this is a one-off. This is Doomed and the Damned number 1. Again, I believe this is like a, kind of like their Halloween series that they got going on. I believe this is just a one-shot, but I thought it was really cool with Batman and Wonder Woman on the front of there. So very cool. It says 10 twisted team-ups straight from your nightmares. So very cool. So it's got like 10 stories in it, different scenarios with different DC heroes. So we'll check that out. Alright, next up we have the Immortal Hawk. This is number 38, and I thought this cover was just freaking awesome. For some reason, I know it's Immortal Hawk, but it reminded me of like the Turtles with the big sewer drain coming out there. So I just gravitated towards it. So Immortal Hawk number 38. Alright, last but not least in this run, we have X-Men, X of Swords. This is Hellions. This is part 6 of 22. So again, another X of Swords copy. Trying to get, again, just looking to go in that whole run before the next one comes out. So definitely had to catch that one. Alright, so this is going to be a long video. I apologize, guys. Not normally this long, but I got backed up. Alright, so this is from, I believe, 1021. Again, way too much ordering on my part. Gotta kind of slow it down there before I run out of room for comics. Alright, here we go. Alright, so for this, for 1021, starting off, we have, this is Fantastic Four number 25. Very cool. That is a pretty cool cover. I like that. Alrighty. Fantastic Four. Gotta keep up with Fantastic Four. Next up we have Iron Man. This is Iron Man number 2. The first one was kind of cheeky, so I definitely had to check out Iron Man number 2 and see where that one goes. Alright, next up we have, again, this is Juggernaut. This is number 2. Juggernaut number 2 is out now, and he's going up facing the Hulk. The first one they had kind of made Juggernaut a little, I don't know, sort of like he does have feelings. You kind of seen a more down to earth Juggernaut in the first one. And he does come across a girl that he helps. This really says she's not a mutant, but she goes by the name of D-Cell, which is pretty interesting. So, very cool. Alright, next up we have one that's in Backwoods. Dun, dun, dun. It's the only bad part of doing this, like, not when you just open them, because you don't know what's in backwards, what's not. But part of the show, I guess. Alright, so this is actually Lady Death, which is Scorched Earth number 2. Lady Death, Scorched Earth number 2. That's just a long-running series of Lady Deaths that goes back for quite a while now. You know, when they started off, it's just, I believe they started off Kickstarter and just ran with it, and man, it's kind of blown up. So definitely a good book. I like anything Lady Death oriented, so very cool. Alright, next up is Maestro number 3. Gotta continue that run. I didn't get to read number 2 yet. I'm still in the process of going through some of those. So Maestro number 3. Can't really talk on that one quite yet. Alright, next up we have, this is the Amazing Spider-Man Last Remains, number 50 LR. Very interesting with going on with Spidey and the Spidey family there. So, very cool. 50 LR. Not sure why we're just doing LRs, but I think it might stand for Last Remains. Who knows? Alright, next up we have another backwards comic. This one, just happened to see it, and I was like, well, I've got to read this. So I really have no idea on it, but I definitely want to check it out. This is Scumbag number 1. This is the first edition of Scumbag. I have to check out just the title alone, and then the face on the front. It is through Image, but it's independent. So definitely have to check out Scumbag. Hopefully it's pretty cool. Alright, so next up we got one from Boom Studios that I'm going to have to try to go back and get, and it's going to be darn near insane to try to even get it. But this is number 11. This is Something is Killing the Children. I believe this is like the Virgin variant copy. So this is Something That's Killing the Children, number 11. But going back and getting the other ones is just going to be really hard to obtain. But I wanted to try to pick up that series. Alright, next up we have Batman 101. This was just a really super cool cover in my opinion. Very, very dark. So especially for the Dark Knight era, this is definitely a very cool cover. So that's Batman 101. Next up we have, well, of course it's going to be a Harley Quinn book. This is the Black Label first edition of Black Knight, or White Knight, excuse me. Batman White Knight, Harley Quinn number 1. So definitely a different take on Harley. So I'm definitely interested in seeing that. So this is Harley Quinn, the Batman White Knight copy. Alright, next up we have Dark Knight, or the Death Metal Robin King, number 1. Long Live the King. Very cool. Definitely had to get this. This is just a one-shot, I believe, of Robin King. But definitely had to kind of pique my curiosity. So, Death Metal Robin King. Alright. Next up we have one that I had to get. Let's see. Got one backwards here. Of course, I had to get this. And I have to always get the Eastman. I usually always get the Eastman covers. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is number 110. The Eastman cover. I usually I am gravitated towards his artwork. So I usually get his artwork on there because this is cover B. But very cool. Very cool. Looks like we have a, it almost looks like we have a young Bebop and in the crowd there, and a young Rocksteady. It almost, that's what it reminds me of. So very cool. Number 110. Alright. Next up we have Spider-Woman number 5. This is the Legacy issue of number 100. You got the Hell Hydra symbol in the back there, so it's going to be interesting to see what's going on with all that. Alright, next up we have another Fortnite edition copy, but this is still going to be my copy. This is Venom number 29, but again, Fortnite. We got the Loot Llama here down the bottom. Poor Loot Llama. Looks like it's about to get just murderized. Only reason I knew that was a Loot Llama because my kids told me what it was. So, very cool. Venom number 29. Alright, next up is a new one. Is called Werewolf by Night number 1. I believe there was a lot of these. This is just another run that they're starting with this. So, definitely had to check it out. Werewolf by Night number 1. Alright, next up we have X of Swords, number 10 of 22. This is X-Men 13. So I definitely get X-Men, so this is a run that I'll keep going. But again, it does have the X of Swords. This is number 10 of 22. Alright, getting down to the nitty gritty here. Again, this is actually for my youngest son, and he will be tickled to death. He loves Guardians of the Galaxy, so this is Guardians of the Galaxy number 7, but they did make a Fortnite cover for it, and he just loves playing Fortnite. So they got the Loot Llama up here, and they got a couple characters from Guardians of the Galaxy. I believe the vehicle is actually in Fortnite, according to my son, and he's got Groot and Rocket on there, so he is just going to have a field day with this when he sees it. So Guardians of the Galaxy number 7. Alright, and another one that I normally don't get, but again, it comes with the X of Swords. They had quite a few out this week. This is number 9 of 22. This is Excalibur number 13. So not much I can really relate on Excalibur. I don't know a whole lot, but again, it does have the X of Swords, so I'm trying to stay with on there. Alright, so that's enough yakking for me one night. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Have you got any new variants? Have you got anything that you guys are collecting right off? Let me know down in the comments below. I always enjoy your guys' feedback. Again, I am not an expert on comics. I just know what I like, collect what you guys like, and I just have fun doing it. That's the whole main part of this. So I look forward to you guys' comments. Leave me a like down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.